Welcome once again. This is Ask Rev, where I give you answers, wisdom tips, and life hacks. And I have another question with me today, and this is the question. It says, how do I deal with laziness? How do I deal with laziness? Someone sent me a question, say I've been lazy through this quarantine pandemic season, and I'm looking for ways to come out of it. One of the things I say is this: laziness is never isolated. Laziness is always a product of lack of motivation. So if you are lazy, what you need to do is to find motivation. If you feel lazy, what you need to do is to find motivation. Now, there are three sources of motivation. Number one source is passion. When you gain admission to study in a school, one of the things that drives you is the passion. So if you lack motivation, if you are feeling lazy, one of the things you should do is go look for something to ignite your passion. And I understand, plans are being toppled, so it is possible to lose passion. Take, for example, somebody told me, I've been preparing for an exam. But since this pandemic started, I've not been reading and all of that. I said, now the reason is this: before, you knew the exam was on so date, so you knew you had to prepare. The passion, the drive was there. But now the date is uncertain, so your study is also uncertain. So it means that if you are looking for something to motivate you to read, you must now look past the date of the exam. You must find something else to drive your passion. Another place to get motivation is discipline. Sometimes when passion wanes, you need discipline to keep you going. And here are some easy steps to take. Number one, there are three things that I will just counsel on discipline. Number one is act now. Never procrastinate. The more you procrastinate, the more likely it is for you to lose motivation and be lazy. So one of the acts to getting yourself going is act now. Act immediately. Do things as soon as they come to your mind to do. Do things as soon as you are reminded that you ought to do them. Number two, don't give excuses. Don't give excuses. In life, you will either give excuses or results. If you want to give results in life, you cannot afford to keep giving excuses. So one of the ways to discipline yourself is never give excuses. The third thing is build a schedule and be accountable for it. That's one of the ways to get out of laziness, to find motivation. Build a schedule, build a plan. If you have to, why not build a timetable? But make sure there is somebody that will hold you accountable to that schedule that you have drawn. Make sure there is somebody you are to report to. That will help you get disciplined and bring you out of laziness. So I said you can get motivation from passion, from discipline, to bring you out of laziness. The third place where you can get motivation is from association. I used the example of studying in a school before. I said if you gain admission, there is passion to study. But with time, the passion goes down. And from that point on, you need to begin to study by discipline. Your exam is coming. You can't afford to fail. So you find ways to stay up in the middle of the night and all of that. But again, it is not every time that discipline will help you. Sometimes you get too tired. Sometimes you don't have the willpower to push through. What do people do at that point? They look for association. People form study groups. They have study partners, accountability partners, and all of that. So if you can get meaningful association, you will find motivation. People who are running in the same direction as you, people who have the same passion as you, people who have the same goal as you, or people that you can simply encourage each other to do better. So if you have such people around you, make the best of their input in your life and find motivation. Once you find motivation, laziness will disappear. Now, aside from laziness, I must also mention that indulgence in pleasure is another reason why people get lazy. Indulgence in pleasure. No matter how lazy somebody is, many times he can't be too lazy to eat, he can't be too lazy to watch movies, he can't be too lazy to sleep. So if you find that what you are doing is overindulgence in pleasure, I think one of the ways to do it is create a schedule for pleasure seeking. Make sure that time doesn't pass you by. For each time, know that this is what I am doing. If they ask you, what are you doing? Don't say, I'm not doing anything. You are doing something. I am resting. What are you doing? Oh, I am watching movies. Don't let a time pass you by that you cannot say exactly what you are doing per time, and you cannot attach meaning to what you are doing. Once you can do that, that's also a step of discipline. Actually, once you can do that, you come out of laziness. If you can do that this season, then laziness will be a thing of the past. Put these things into use and get going. God bless you till I come your way again. Have a wonderful day. Bye.